Alright, everyone, so Awesome 4K and my buddy Joe are back
That's right.
once again with another 3 movies that wrestlers played in video here. This is part 2, and as you can see here, we got 3 more movies up, and there are wrestlers that play in each and every one of these. You know, you got Rob Zombie's The Devil's Rejects, we got Keanu Reeves' John Wick, and we got Stallone's Escape Plan 2 here. And for those that don't know, this is a series where we talk about the wrestlers who play in these movies, obviously. And we do a little mini review on the movies itself. And then at the end, we give you our thoughts on whether this is worthy pickup or not. So, anyways, without further ado, man, let's get into this. Starting with John Wick with Keanu Reeves. This movie was really good, man. You want to talk about a good action movie, man. If you guys have not seen John Wick or John Wick 2, and you're into action,
where the hell have you been?
you need to seriously check this out. But anyways, let's talk about the wrestler who was actually in the movie John Wick and talk about his part. So who was in this movie, man?
Oh, big sexy Kevin Nash.
That's right, Kevin Nash. You know, big sexy.
30-second part.
Yeah, he had like a minute part in there, which is kind of strange. Is like, why would the writers write that kind of a scene in the movie? You know, they could have totally skipped that scene or not even written that, and it still would have been just as fine. You know.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, maybe the producers are friends with Kevin Nash or something and wanted to write him apart. I'm not exactly sure, but Kevin Nash is in this for like a minute. He plays what is it? Like a door bouncer.
Yeah, like a bar bouncer, henchman.
Yeah.
Type deal.
For this club, and you know, Keanu Reeves like kind of sneaks up behind him because he's after this dude's son for fucking killing his dog. And stealing his car, and you know, John Wick's like, "Hey man, you losing some weight?" And he said something like, "Yeah, I lost a certain amount. I forgot what it was, like 30 pounds or something."
I think he said he's like, I lost 30 pounds.
Oh, and he's like, yeah, and he's like, "You look good." And then he said something like, "You should take the night off," you know.
Yeah, he said take the night off. Then Kevin Nash is like, "Thank you."
Yes, because, you know, obviously Keanu's character did not want to kill him. I guess they were friends, and if he started shooting up the club and shit, Kevin Nash probably would have went in there and got killed, you know.
Oh, yeah.
So it was kind of an interesting scene, and a known fact about Kevin Nash is that me and my buddy Joe here, we met Kevin Nash at the 2009 Comic-Con in the Motor City Comic-Con here in Michigan.
Oh yeah.
Which was pretty cool, and I was talking to... Well, I didn't really get much to talk to him. I just told him, you know, he had a really good part in The Punisher, which I will be reviewing here on my channel in the future. It will be part of the 3 movies that wrestlers played in. But he played that crazy-ass Russian who fought Thomas Jane Man, which was pretty badass, so...
Oh yeah.
But anyways, yes... Kevin Nash was in John Wick, and I love all the John Wick movies. They're really good. I highly recommend them. Part 2, I think, is even better, and Part 3, when it comes out in 2019, is probably going to be just as good, if not even better. These movies, honestly believe, out of all the movies that Keanu Reeves has done over the years, the John Wick movies, I have to say, are his best. So,
Oh yeah.
hell yeah. It's a go on that one. So, okay, moving on. We're going to be... It's got a 2 thumbs up by Ebert and Roper. The Devil's Rejects by Rob Zombie.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, I can't say enough good things about this. Like, I like most of Rob Zombie's films, other than the one that he did. I think it was called The Lords of Salem, which was, I think, trash.
Yeah, it was fucking satanic. Retarded.
Yeah, satanic ass, too serious. Yeah.
You watch that movie and you're like, what the fuck is it?
Yeah, it's a bit much, but anyways, yeah, he did this movie called The Devil's Rejects back in 2005. Really good, really well written, a lot of great dialogue in there. And guess what wrestler? Guess what wrestler was in this bad boy here? For those who don't know.
Yo, it's me. It's DDP.
That's correct. DDP, Diamond Dallas Page, was in this movie. He played a hired, what do you call him?
Bounty hunter.
Bounty hunter type, yeah, guy. Him and Danny Trejo were some fucking, like hardcore dudes, man. That Williams Forsythe's the cop. He plays a cop. He hired these two guys, Danny Trejo and DDP, to come and bust these guys up because they were just crazy criminals. The movie is really good. It got really good dialogue. It was
Especially the scene with DDP and William Forsythe when they're arguing about trying to act all tough, and he's like, hey, that might work on some Johnny Redneck bail jumper, but that don't mean shit to me. And he's like, I suggest you pick up the bat phone and call some new motherfuckers in. He's like, you're a dime a dozen, man. Fuck you. He's like, fuck me? Fuck you, motherfucker.
Yes.
Like, hey, hold on, shit here.
Yes, great. That was a great scene by those two, and good movie. If you're into like, especially if you're into Rob Zombie movies, I'd have to say this is one of his best movies he's ever filmed.
Oh yeah.
And I know he's working on a third one called Three from Hell. Actually, I think it's already done being filmed. It comes out sometime in 2019, so that's going to be really interesting. But I don't think DDP is back in it. I think the rest of the cast are, but DDP, there was no mention of him, so I don't know yet. But if he does end up in the movie, you will definitely see me do another 3 movies that wrestlers played in with it. So anyways, yes, good movie. If you can find it for like $5, which you can probably get it pretty much anywhere. You can get it at FYE brand new for $5. So, if you're into like action, it's got action, but it's, kind of serious, but not like overly serious. But the dialogue is really good. There's a lot of good dialogue scenes, and just, if you're into Rob Zombie stuff, I mean, this is definitely a pickup, man.
Oh, yeah.
So, and
you're into some wild, crazy shit.
Yeah.
I'd highly recommend this movie. If you like the crazy shit, it's got a ton of crazy shit in this movie.
Definitely. And now we're going to move on to our last movie, Escape Plan 2 Hades, with Stallone and Batista on the cover here. Well, obviously, Batista's in it. He's a big movie actor now. He does big budget and low budget movies. And, well, I don't know what to say about this film. I picked this up, and I was going to do a review on it, thinking it was going to be really good. This was really a disappointment, and that sucks because I'm a huge fan of Stallone. I like Batista in movies, and this was such a disappointment that even the cover, I mean, look at this cover, right? You would think that, these are the 2 main stars. This is so misleading because these guys don't even star in the movie. This Oriental guy stars in it. Stallone's in it. He's like sprinkled in here and there throughout the film, but he's not really in it until like the last half an hour. And so after I seen it, I'm like, nah, I'm definitely not doing a review on it. I mean, I'll do a little mini review on it now because it's part of the 3 movies that wrestlers played in. But I would say if you've seen the trailer looks good. They made it look all really good, but man, what a letdown. I mean, this had to have been a cash job for Stallone where he's like, the producers must have said, here, we're going to give you a boatload of money. Come film with us for like 2 weeks, and we're going to give you a shitload of money, And Batista has even less screen time. He's not in it that much. And at first, I was hearing an interview with Batista about this. He didn't even want to be in the movie, but since Stallone signed on for it, he's like, yeah, I'll be in it because he wanted to work with Stallone. you know. But man, I don't know, strange, because this you know, you could tell it feels like kind of like a low budget movie. And I looked at the Wikipedia on this, and it said it had a budget of 20 million. I'm like, for 20 million, this should have felt bigger and better, but it just wasn't. And that sucks.
20 million was probably mostly
to Stallone. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And they were barely in it. I heard that they filmed part 2 and 3 of Escape Plan back to back. So obviously I probably will pick up 3, but I'm not going to get it right away. I'll wait till it drops down like real low. And that's what I should have done with this, because I didn't know. After watching, I'm like, damn, I should have really looked at the reviews before picking this up. But it's all right for what it is. It's just they didn't put enough effort into the movie. The director should have. The fight scenes were really fast and also shaky. They had a shaky cam, and the editing was so fast. Like every time there's a punch, there's a cut to a different angle, and it's shaky cam, so you can't really see what's going on, man, which sucks. You know, when I see a fight scene, I want to see a fight scene. I don't want to see like this fast, choppy ass garbage. So, I mean, it's okay. It's an all right movie, but I'll tell you what, I'll give you right now a score of this. I would give this like a 2.5 out of 10. Seriously. And that's too bad, because I like Stallone and I'm cool with Batista, but man, did Stallone really drop the ball on this one. That's too bad. I mean, some of the action scenes, there was one cool action scene in it with Stallone and Batista in a bar trying to get information out of a guy, and other dudes come in and these two shoot these dudes up. That was cool, but it only lasted, I think, like 30 seconds a minute, you know, so... and I know you haven't seen the movie, but yeah, this is one of those movies. Don't pick up brand new. Wait until you can find it used for like $3 or $4. Seriously, you are not missing it. You're not missing anything. It's nothing great. So, anyways, final thoughts on these movies. Hold off on Escape Plan 2 unless you're a huge Stallone fan. I'd still hold off on this and just wait and get it used for like no more than $4. Seriously, $2, $3, $4. That's it. These two movies, though, you can find pretty cheap. The Devil's Rejects, you can get new at FYE for $5, probably less used. And Keanu Reeves movie, John Wick, you could definitely pick up for a good price. And I highly recommend these two here. Definitely. So.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
So yeah, Kevin Nash and John Wick, Diamond Dallas Page and Devil's Rejects, and Batista in Escape Plan 2. So anyways, that is it for part 2 of my 3 movies that wrestlers plan. And I believe that's it, right?
I guess.
Stay tuned, because I will have part 3 in the future sometime. And you all have a kick-ass day. Peace. Have a good one. Bye.